this is Patrina from Medical Affairs Strategy Hacks. I don't want to spend too much time gushing on this, but thank you guys so much for being here, being part of my community, and joining me on this journey to help medical affairs professionals improve their strategic thinking skills. So today's hack was inspired by calls that I had with two separate MSLs this week and noticing that their energy levels were kind of low. And this got me thinking about how this impacts their ability to be strategic and demonstrate their impact. The hack is to schedule and prioritize fun. You might be thinking, how in the world does this relate to being a strategic thinker in medical affairs? Well, being in medical affairs is incredibly demanding. You have to constantly learn complex scientific data. You need to build and nurture relationships with internal and external stakeholders, extensively travel, and on top of that, be really strategic and demonstrate your impact. This requires a lot of energy. The hack to schedule and prioritize fun will help you ensure that you're being rested and recharging yourself so that you have the energy and enthusiasm to be your best strategic self. On those calls I mentioned earlier with those two separate MSLs, both of them where they had a lot less pep in their step. They just weren't shining as brightly as they normally do. They were feeling a little like, oh, I have to travel. Oh, I have to go meet my HCPs. I got to go reach out to new HCPs. There just wasn't a lot of enthusiasm. And this really made me realize the importance of making sure that you are rested and recharged. This will help ensure that you are stopping to pause and make sure you are making the choices that make the most sense and focusing on the things that actually move the needle. All right, I hope I convinced you of the need to make sure that you are prioritizing fun. So now here are some tips for you to do that. I really want to emphasize the scheduling part. It's really easy to say, oh yeah, I'm going to prioritize fun now, but then never do it because we have these big to-do lists, we have to travel, we've got to do all of these things. So the first one is to prioritize your fun activities when you're planning your week. I've talked a lot about a weekly reset. I'm going to put a link to that somewhere up here or down there for you to check it out if you haven't seen that yet. This is a great opportunity to prioritize your fun when you're planning out your weekly schedule. Now, another really underutilized technique is to take micro breaks throughout the day. I personally know how hard this is. I really struggle with taking breaks throughout the day. I'm just so excited about making content and my new course that's coming out. If you haven't checked that out, here's a shameless plug for it. I just launched an MSL Insights course. Be sure to check that out. I'm going to put the link up here for you. And I know that a lot of times medical affairs people and MSLs feel the same way. They just have so much stuff to do. They don't want to pause and take a break, even though it will make them feel better later on. Now, the last tip I have for you is to actually have fun and do fun things in the cities that you're visiting when you travel. This is one of my biggest regrets from all the time I spent traveling to talk to PIs in universities. I went all over the US and Europe, and I only saw the insides of the universities and restaurants. I didn't spend the time to go to museums or parks or do anything fun. And part of being in the MSL is that you travel extensively. Take advantage of that. You probably won't have another chance to be there, or you wouldn't go there on your free time. I hope that these tips will help you schedule and prioritize fun. Again, when you have the energy, you are more likely to build and nurture relationships with your HCPs, focus on strategic needle-moving activities, and demonstrate your impact. Thanks again for being here and being part of my community. It really means a lot. You can check out more hacks like this on the Medical Affairs Value blog. I'll put the link up here for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. I produce weekly content, and you can get this right into your inbox every Monday morning. Thank you so much.